Welcome to the retirement ceremony in honor of Master Sergeant Sean O. Harris. Today, we pay special tribute to Master Sergeant Harris on the occasion of his retirement following 24 years of service to the United States Air Force. I am Chief Master Sergeant Amber Mitchell, and I will serve as your narrator for today's ceremony. The presiding officer for today's ceremony is Lieutenant Colonel Lisa Martinez. Please rise for the arrival of the official party, the singing of the German and American national anthems, and the invocation.
Einigkeit und Recht und Freiheit für das deutsche Vaterland. Deiner Klast und arisch Leben, Blude liegt mich Herz und Hand. Einigkeit und Recht und Freiheit sind des Glückes Unterband. Blue Glanze, dieses Glückes, blue deutsche Vaterland. Blue Glanze, dieses Glückes, blue deutsche Vaterland. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please join me in prayer. Dear Lord, we come to this occasion today with mixed emotions. We think about change. We think about friendships. We think about shared deployments. We also think about new beginnings. Today we rejoice with Master Sergeant Sean Harris and his family as they reflect on many happy years in the Air Force. We give you thanks for the 24 years he's given in loyal and dedicated service to America. Thank you for the dignity and the example with which he has led airmen and the many lives he has touched with the leadership he has provided, especially in his most recent assignment as a first sergeant. We thank you for the guidance he has given to the airmen of the 435th Security Forces Squadron and the genuine concern for others that has been a part of his character during his tenure as their first sergeant. Grant him and his family confidence, peace, and direction during this time of transition, and equip them to meet the challenges that lie ahead. Continue, O Lord, to bless the Harris family with your love and guidance. Bless our beloved nation that it may always be a stronghold of justice and freedom. In your holy name we offer this prayer. Amen.
Please be seated. Thank you to Rhea Shimon, Rio Shanae, and Rhiannon Simone Harris for that beautiful rendition of the German and American national anthem. And of course to Chaplain McCrory for the invocation. Thank you, sir. At this time, I would like to recognize our distinguished visitors, beginning with Master Sergeant Harris's wife, Mrs. Totnisha Harris. Master Sergeant Harris's daughters, Rio Shanae, Rhea Shimon, and Rianne Simone. Master Sergeant Harris's mother, Chania Holloway, who traveled all the way from Wichita, Kansas to be here for this very special occasion today. And Sergeant Harris's very close family friends, Command Chief, 31st Fighter Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Anthony Johnson and his wife Stephanie. And Mrs. Alana Dickerson. We are also honored to welcome Vice Commander, 435th Air Ground Operations Wing, 435th Air Expeditionary Wing, Colonel Christopher Barnett and his wife Meg. The Commander, 435th Contingency Response Crew, Colonel Steve Edwards. The Superintendent, 435th Contingency Response Group, Chief Master Sergeant Phil Hudson. And the Commander, 435th Security Forces Squadron, Major Andrew Moore. We would also like to thank all of the commanders, chiefs, first sergeants, friends, and co-workers who are with us here today. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present to you today's retiring official, Lieutenant Colonel Lisa Martinez.
Yes, I'm short. Good afternoon. Thank you all for coming. I am Lieutenant Colonel Lisa Martinez, and it is my distinct honor to be here today. Our Chief of Staff tells us that every airman has a story, and I'd like to share a little bit of my story with you before I begin my remarks about Sergeant Harris. Ramstein Air Base is a very special place for me. My father was stationed here when I was in elementary school. And I remember walking to school because we lived in Building 820. I remember going to the skating rink because that was a really cool thing to do. And I remember eating dinner in Vesuvius, which is it was at the bottom of the officers club. And my sister and I think we were really cool because we got to go to the bar and order Shirley Temple. In 2011, I was honored by being named the commander of the 603rd ACOMs here at Ramstein. It felt like it was coming home to me. During that command period, I met some incredible airmen and civilians, but I had the distinct honor of working with and often for Master Sergeant Harris. Coming back to retire Master Sergeant Harris is very bittersweet for me. Today we will celebrate his career of over 24 years. You can read his bio in the program, but all that tells you about is the assignment history. I could stand up here and recite snippets from 25 EPRs and 6 decorations, but that doesn't tell the whole story either. As I said, the Chief of Staff tells us that every airman has a story, and it's our responsibility to find that story. So my goal here today is to tell you a little bit of the story of Master Sergeant Sean Harris. That story begins in Wichita, Kansas. He was the middle of 5 children, and in the household that was led by Alvin and Chania, there was love, laughter, sibling rivalry, and this little ball of energy named Sean. When Sean Harris was bouncing around the house in Wichita, he dreamed of becoming an engineer. He was always tinkering with things, breaking them and fixing them. Then he moved on to middle school where he met 2 teachers that changed his life and planted a seed that would lead him to become a teacher. After high school, he attended Kent State as an engineering major. However, he ran into some of the difficulties that millions of students face, and he ran out of money. So he turned to the Air Force to help him find a way back to school. 24 years later, he has 2 Community College of the Air Force degrees and a bachelor's degree. He started out his Air Force career as an H technician and reported to Kadena Air Base. You'll see in the program, he had 2 assignments at Kadena Air Base. Both of them were monumental in his life. At the first duty assignment, he met Tatanisha. Tatanisha was an active duty computer operator that worked in the communications squadron. And they met because her dorm mate said, hey, please come to choir practice with me. So those of you that know Sergeant Harris know that he is incredibly talented and he has this beautiful voice. So you can picture Tatanisha and Sean peering at each other with Google eyes over sheet music, singing beautiful duets to each other. But you'd be wrong, because the choir director quickly found out that there was one singer that did not blend. So despite the lack of harmony, Sean and Tatanisha fell in love, and they got married. Tatanisha followed Sean to his next duty assignment, McGuire Air Force Base in New Jersey. This would become one of the most challenging assignments the two of them had. A lot of lessons were learned they would use in future assignments. They were young parents because they welcomed Rhea to the family in New Jersey. Then they moved to Panama where they welcomed Rhianne. Okay, I've been practicing the names and I'm not quite getting them right. So here they learned how to become good parents and raise 3 beautiful daughters. They worked together. He was still in the age career field, making some mistakes, learning some lessons, but he had good supervisors and good leaders that taught him that one mistake isn't going to end it. You can pick yourself up, wipe yourself off, and you keep going. It was in Kadena that he got his next assignment, and this is the other big change in his life. He was assigned as an instructor at the NCO Academy, and there he hit his stride. He became an educator. I like to say he corrupted young minds. I think he molded our future airmen. He continued in the education career field when he moved to Capone. He had every single instructor and leadership position at the NCO Academy there. He thought that that would be the greatest calling ever. But there wasn't something quite right yet. There was something that was still missing. And he found that when he applied and was selected as a first sergeant. That was the job that Master Sergeant Harris was supposed to be. The first sergeant creed states, my job is people. Everyone is my business. Anyone that has ever spent more than 5 minutes with Master Sergeant Harris can attest to his love of family and his dedication to the Air Force. I have watched many families, and I can say without a doubt that Sergeant Harris is devoted to a family. Here is a man who dressed up as a pink cupcake because his daughter asked if he would be in a play with her. Here is a man who flew around the world to make sure his daughter was okay and have the talk with a young man who was showing interest in her. Here is a man who spent numerous hours on YouTube trying to teach his daughter how to jump. But that dedication extends to the Air Force family as well. He lives the first sergeant creed. My job is people, everyone is my business. All of the late night phone calls from airmen or security forces were handled with compassion. The care and guidance he gave airmen was fact-based and compliance with all Air Force instructions. Here is a man who spent countless hours researching the record of an airman who missed promotion by the smallest of margins and found a decoration that was never completed. He worked with leadership to get the decoration accomplished, and the airman was promoted. This is a man who reviewed a disciplinary record of an airman and recommended the reversal of punishment, and the airman received his staff sergeant stripes back. But I will attest it was not all sunshine and roses. This is also the man that recommended the discharge of airmen who did not comply with standards. The counsel he provided supervisors and commanders was sound, and is the reason that he was chosen as the first sergeant of the year twice. I am grateful that I was a beneficiary of his counsel and guidance. As he leaves his diamond behind, he will go on to the next chapter of his life, where he will teach our youth with compassion and dedication to excellence. I am comforted knowing that he is shaping the future. Before I end my comments, I want to say a few thank yous. First, Chinian. You raised an amazing man. Only 1% of the population chooses to serve their country, and you raised a man that did that honorably for 24 years. I used to write letters to the parents of the airmen, thanking them for trusting their sons and daughters to the Air Force. and telling them that they were serving with the finest NCOs in the world, and we would train them to be airmen and leaders. I am grateful that I can thank you face to face and tell you that Sean not only benefited from that training, he excelled at it, and excelled at training others to follow in his footsteps. Second, Tatanisha. Being a military spouse is not an easy job. It is your responsibility to make a new home and settle the family every time you move. You are not thanked with medals or citations, and you get to repeat that process every single time you PCS. As a military member, I can tell you that we military members would not be anywhere without our spouses' love and support. You have stood beside and pushed Sean in the right direction for 21 years. I thank you for your support. The Air Force owes you a debt of gratitude. Last but not least, to Rio, Rhea, and Rianne. You have given, for your entire lives, you have given your dad to the Air Force, and he has done amazing things. It's now your turn to give him back to you. But before you do, I want you to take a second and understand the impact he has made. Please stand up and take a look around the room. The life of every single person in this room has been touched by your father. The impact he has had on all of our lives will never be forgotten. To Sean, thank you for your service to our Air Force for the past 24 years. Thank you for being the perfect first sergeant for a new commander and a squadron in crisis. I cannot put into words how thankful I am. I wish you all the success in the future, and I look forward to watching the youth that you teach become exceptional adults. It is a tradition in the military that brand new second lieutenants provide a silver dollar to the enlisted person who renders them their first wit. I'd like to break that tradition a little bit today, and I would like your permission to raise a few glasses out of respect and appreciation.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Martinez. At this time, we would like to ask Major Andrew Moore to come forward and present the retirement medal. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the presentation of the Meritorious Service Medal. Attention to orders. This is to certify that the President of the United States of America, authorized by Executive Order 16 January 1969, has awarded the Meritorious Service Medal, 1st Oak Leaf Cluster, to Master Sergeant Sean O. Harris for meritorious service from 14 July 2012 to 31 August 2015. Master Sergeant Sean O. Harris distinguished himself in the performance of outstanding service to the United States in various assignments, culminating as First Sergeant, 435th Security Forces Squadron, 435th Contingency Response Group, 435th Air Ground Operations Wing, Ramstein Air Base, Germany. During this period, Sergeant Harris steered an 8-year-old military construction consolidation project, merging $22 million of equipment from 3 bases and 12 buildings in support of 30 instructors and 1,300 annual students. In addition, he mentored over 800 airmen through professional enhancement seminars, Airman Leadership School, and first-term Airman Center venues. Furthermore, as a Total Force Development Council Chair, Sergeant Harris, leveraging his exceptional leadership and management skills, instilled discipline and knowledge with 4,000 military and civilian professionals in the Kaiserslautern military community. Moreover, Sergeant Harris guided the creation of 20 new squadron commander policies, reducing 405 compliance observations to 10 in less than 9 months. Finally, his actions directly led to the unit winning the 2014 United States Air Forces in Europe Outstanding Small Security Forces Unit Award, as well as the 435th Air Ground Operations Wing 2014 General George C. Kinney Award. The singularly distinctive accomplishments of Master Sergeant Harris culminate a distinguished career in the service of his country and reflect great credit upon himself, and the United States Air Force. Thank you, Major Moore. Lieutenant Colonel Martinez, would you please come forward for the retirement orders? Ladies and gentlemen, would you please remain standing for the publishment of the retirement orders? Attention to orders. The Department of the Air Force Special Order Number AC017527, dated 19 September 2014. By order of the Secretary of the Air Force, Master Sergeant Sean O. Harris, effective 31 August 2015, you are relieved from active duty. 435th Security Forces Squadron, 435th Contingency Response Group, 435th Air Ground Operation Wing, Ramstein Air Base, Germany. Retired effective 1 September 2015, per AFI 36-3203, in the grade of Master Sergeant. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The Certificate of Retirement from the Armed Forces of the United States of America. To all who shall see these presents, greeting. This is to certify that Master Sergeant Sean O. Harris, having served faithfully and honorably, was retired from the United States Air Force on the first day of September 2015. Signed, General Mark A. Welch, Chief of Staff, United States Air Force, and Lieutenant General Darrell L. Robertson, Commander, 3rd Air Force. Master Sergeant Harris will now receive a certificate of appreciation from the Commander-in-Chief. The certificate reads, Certificate of Appreciation for Service in the Armed Forces of the United States of America. Master Sergeant Sean O. Harris, I extend to you my personal thanks and sincere appreciation of a grateful nation for your contribution of honorable service to our country. You have helped maintain the security of the nation during a critical time in its history with a devotion to duty and a spirit of sacrifice in keeping with the proud tradition of military service. Your commitment and dedication have been an inspiration for those who will follow in your footsteps and for all Americans who join me today in saluting you for a job extremely well done. My best wishes to you for happiness and success in the future. Signed, Barack Obama, Commander-in-Chief. The second certificate reads, Master Sergeant Sean O. Harris, I am proud to join your friends and family in congratulating you on your retirement from the United States Air Force. The achievements and contributions you have made throughout your career are indicative of the core values of our great service. Your retirement is well deserved, but your selfless contributions will be sorely missed. On behalf of all airmen, thank you for your faithful and devoted service to our nation. As this chapter in your life closes and a new one begins, I hope the years ahead are filled with more great memories and continued success. Signed, James A. Cody, Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force. Master Sergeant Harris also received letters signed by the 41st, 42nd, and 43rd Presidents of the United States, the Honorable George H.W. Bush, the Honorable William J. Clinton, and the Honorable George W. Bush. Oh, right there, okay. At this time, we invite Mrs. Harris to come forward. Lieutenant Colonel Martinez will now present Mrs. Harris with a certificate of appreciation from the United States Air Force, which reads, In grateful appreciation, the United States Air Force presents the Certificate of Recognition to Topnisha S. Harris for the commitment and numerous contributions that made positive impacts to the nation's defense. Thank you for the support, which gave strength and purpose to your spouse's service. Given this Friday, first day of September 2015, signed General Mark A. Welch, Chief of Staff, United States Air Force, and Lieutenant General Darrell L. Robertson, Commander, 3rd Air Force. Mrs. Harris will now receive a certificate of appreciation from the Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force. On behalf of all Air Force airmen and their families, the Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force presents the Certificate of Appreciation to Topnisha S. Harris. I join your spouse, family, and friends in thanking you for the numerous contributions and sacrifices you made in support of our United States Air Force. Your dedication gave strength and purpose to your spouse's service in defense of our nation. Signed, James A. Cody, Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force. Every retiree receives a special retirement pin as a memento of their active duty service. At this time, I'd like to ask Mrs. Harris to place this pin on her husband's lapel to symbolize a transition from active duty to retired status. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I would like to ask Master Sergeant Benjamin Cameron to come forward to honor Master Sergeant Harris with a presentation from the Kaiserslautern Military Community First Sergeants.
First Sergeants, prepare to form the diamond. The 17th century Prussian army appears to be the starting point for the First Sergeant. Standing at the top of the non-commissioned hierarchy of rank, he was the overseer of all the company's enlisted personnel. During the American Revolution in 1779, Inspector General Frederick von Steuben set forth the duties of the First Sergeant, to be intimately acquainted with the character of every soldier of the company and impress upon their minds the indispensable necessity of the strictest obedience. Throughout American history, military leaders have viewed the First Sergeant as the key to the development of a good company. The order and discipline of the troops, their care and well-being have always been the focal points of the First Sergeant's job. The First Sergeant is easily distinguishable from the other enlisted ranks by the diamond in the center of their chevrons. The distinguishing mark has its beginnings in the 1830s, where the First Sergeant wore a red sash around his waist. In 1847, Army regulations authorized the wear of chevrons on the fatigues of non-commissioned officers. It has also authorized the lozenge, or French diamond, to designate the First Sergeant. Indications are that this was the first appearance of the diamond as an insignia device. The chevrons have changed over the years, from the beginnings of the Army Air Corps to the look of today's Air Force, but the one constant has been the distinguishable diamond denoting the position of First Sergeant. Today you will recognize the First Sergeant by a twinkle in their eye to lighten up dark and gloomy situations, firm shoulders for leaning on and carrying problems, eyes in the back of their head for seeing everything that's going on, strong hands to lead and guide, a tough body that can endure all types of stress and keep smiling, worry wrinkles in the brow from care and concern for their people, a longing behind the smile from loneliness, because people only see them as the shirt, the one to stay away from, the one to be feared. Master Sergeant Harris, you're one of us, and you will be missed. But remember, diamonds are forever. Present. Arms. Order. Arms. First Sergeant, dismissed.
So ladies and gentlemen, real quick, I'm going to actually go over this ceremony real fast because we've got a little presentation of our own. Sorry about that. Sergeant Harris, you got it? I've got it. All right, thank you very much. So folks, I am Master Sergeant Benjamin Cameron. I've known Sean for about 3 years now since he took put on the diamond in 2015. But I'm here representing the First Sergeant Council because our president right now, he's out on leave with his girlfriend in Greece or something like that. But he asked me if I would actually come up here and do this, and I was like, seriously? This is awesome, because Sean and I are really, really close friends, so I've really been excited to be able to do this. So, folks, I'll tell you, the Colonel said it best. He is awesome, and he's actually touched every single one of us in here, including those diamonds in the back and stuff like that. When he actually became a diamond in 2012, June, he hit the road running, and he did a lot of stuff for us. And not only that, but he led a lot of stuff for us. And that may not seem like much to y'all because you look at the diamond and you say, hey, he's a leader and he's going to be doing things. I promise you that there is a big difference between going into some section in your squadron and saying, hey, Airman Snuffy, I need you to do this. Guess what? They will do it because you're a diamond. More than likely. Sometimes they might give you some grief. And that gives you a little bit of a stress reliever at times when you start yelling at people. But it's a completely different thing when you are trying to lead a bunch of heathen first sergeants. I will promise you that leading first sergeants is probably the worst thing you could try to do. He's done it countless of times. It's like herding a bunch of cats. We're all running around like crazy. We all have type A personalities, okay? We all know everything there is to know about everything. We don't stink whatsoever. We're never wrong. And we will promise you, we will tell you every single time along the way of what you're doing wrong and how you're doing it wrong. Sean was one of the only ones on the council who could actually get up there and do this, take it, do it right on the first time around. He helped us out so much. He helped us out with his Warm Heart program so much that I couldn't even tell you. He was the Warm Heart treasurer for a while. For those of you who don't know, we got about $50,000 a year that we work our butts off for to get, and we pass it straight back out to the community. This Warm Heart organization basically is there at the last line of defense to help somebody out. So, for instance, Aaron Snuffy loses their grandmother. That doesn't normally constitute emergency leave, so we don't fund people home for this. Aaron Snuffy has to go out and get Space A tickets, or he has to pay for it out of his own dime. More than likely, that's okay, no big deal. But Aaron Snuffy then all of a sudden has a car issue and says, "Hey, I've got my car in my office, or in the shop. It's going to cost us about €1,000. I've got a couple bills that are on the way. I've got kids that are just getting bored and stuff like that." So that's when Operation Warm Heart steps in. Sean has been there every single time, right on the dot. When that request comes in for a little extra cash, he dropped everything that he would be doing, and he'd get out there and hand us the money whenever we needed it. Every single time. And on top of that, he was the one who was the sole contributor for a lot of things in order to get these donations in to make this happen. Folks, Operation Warm Heart is synonymous with first sergeants. And without it, if that fails, we fail. And he's never let us fail. So, Sean, on behalf of the First Sergeant, I'd just like to say, we got you a little something here. It says, Master Sergeant Sean O. Harris, thank you for always being there with a smile on your face when we need you. Good luck and Godspeed in retirement.
Thank you, KNC First Sergeant and Master Sergeant Cameron. I would like to ask Major Moore to come forward for the Shadow Box presentation.
All right, so Sean and I have had a chance to work together for about a year now, and obviously being a brand new commander, working over at Pulaski, I'll tell you what, it was a pretty awesome gig for me. What made it even more special for me when I took command, though, was seeing Sean's face picking me up at the airport. And it was amazing from the get-go of how candid Sean will always be with me and tell me exactly what's going on with the unit and where we needed to go. So with that being said, I think we'll be able to maybe kind of pick it up so you guys can see it a little bit. Obviously, it's a table. In there, I want to kind of point out a couple things. Obviously, we got Sergeant Harris, his wife, and the kids all have a dog tag in there as well. It's such a big part of who Sean is as a family. And with that being said, he treated everybody like his family, and that, I thank you for lending it to us. And that's kind of where I keep going back to, or giving him back to you, but he's truly going to be missed. And there's one thing that's missing out of there, Sean, that really kind of driving me nuts, and that's one of my goals. And I want to do that for you today. And thank you again for everything, your leadership, your mentorship. And the plaque says it all that we put in there, is that you touched countless areas of your career. And we couldn't have done without you. And we saw it. And we'll hear.
Thank you, Major Moore. At this time, Senior Airman Hegler from the Ramstein Honor Guard will present the flag to commemorate Master Sergeant Harris's service to our nation. At this time, we would like to play a video from Sergeant Harris's family who could not be here today. Sean, I'm going to give you a seat right up front, so I want to make sure you don't miss any of this.
I'm so very proud of you. And I'm so glad that you're closer to home because I will be driving down there. And again, I'm so very proud of you. I'm just so excited about everything. Can't wait to see you, sweetheart. I sure do love you. Talk to you later, baby.
Hey, Sean, I cannot believe that my little brother is retiring. But I am so proud of you. You have done the work, you have stayed the course, and here we are. I just want you to enjoy life, enjoy, relax, have a good time, and I love you so much. Congratulations.
Hey Sean, what's up with you, boy? Your boy, your brother, your friend, Alvino McFall. Man, I'm so glad and I'm so proud of you, man, for staying in there 24 years in the military. And saw all over the world. But I'm just be glad that you're coming back home. Man, I love you forever, man. You're my brother. You know, words can't even express. All I can say is I love you, man. I still can't do any wrestling, even though I ain't got no legs. But it's all good, man.
I want you to know that I am very proud of you. I always have been. I'm glad of you. I'm proud of all of your accomplishments. And there's two people trying to make me laugh and go on, but I'm not. I'm glad that you are going to get down to service soon. And we're looking forward to you coming home.
Aunt Mildred and Uncle Troy just want to say thank you so much for serving. And we'll be happy to see you when you return to the States. Love you so much.
Peace.
I'm so proud of you. You are an awesome, awesome brother. You're one of my best friends in the whole world. And I'm so happy to call you my brother. And I'm just really excited for this next chapter of your life. And I'm excited to get my property back. I entrusted you with some very close friends of mine several years ago. I'm sure that you can remember. Zoom in here. We've got LaChica Ting Ting and Fred. LaChica Ting Ting and Fred have followed you all around throughout your college and military journeys. And I'm very excited to have them back in my life.
Congratulations on your retirement, you guys. How many years? You don't even know. You got 27 years. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Congratulations on 20 years and more.
Salute. Sir, Corporal Harris, 87th Airborne Division, reporting for duty. Sergeant Harris. Sir. That it is? Thank you. That's still for you. Sean, congratulations, congratulations, and congratulations. We always say what that we say all the way, or you did it for real, all the way. Rough out here. Keep on keeping on. You want to know what you're doing. One soldier to another. Hey, gun ho. As a father to a son, Sean, I am so proud of you. God bless you. It has been so easy to be your father. Just effortless. Thank you, son. I'm out of here.
You're a good guy. And I'm proud to say that you're my brother, not my friend. So I'm very, very confident on whatever that next chapter is, you're going to be very successful. I'm going to tell you that I love you. I've missed you over these past 24 years. And it's going to be great bonding with you again. So, as you can see, man, it's a special occasion. This is Sean's Day. I got dressed up, put on the tie, I even combed my hair with what little I have left. Got the with you. So, man, I'm going to salute you on my way out because you're a true soldier and a true man. I'm going to salute you on my way out. I salute you, man.
It's a lot of years, and you should be very proud of yourself. I just hope that when when you go to Texas and you can, and I hope nice things will happen for you. I hope that, whatever you choose to do, that you will be very successful. If you are ever back in Wichita, and I know you will be, please come and see me. And I know I'm your old teacher, but no, I'm also your friend, and that's something that I will always cherish, that you are my friend. Sean, good luck to you.
I hate I can't be there with you to celebrate this great day. You have served faithfully for 24 years, and I am so very proud of your accomplishment. I know that you probably already told the story about how you and I were supposed to go into the Air Force together, how we were going to serve our country together on the buddy plane. Well, you stepped forward and I did an about face, and I walked in another direction. I'm truly glad that God has blessed you. And that was not the path for me. But I'm grateful that you've done it. I'm proud of you. I brag on you about what you have accomplished. So this chapter is closed, but a brand new chapter begins. So tomorrow, as you start this brand new chapter, I'm excited about what God is doing. I'm excited that He's doing some great things for you. And I'm excited about the next chapter because there's some great things He has in store for you. Word of God says, many are the plans of a man's heart, but it's God's purpose that prevails. And so God's purpose is going to prevail in your life. And I believe that. So God bless you. I love you. Peace out. I'll let you.
I'm so proud of you. I'm just really proud of you, and I love you so much, and I can't wait to see you. And I'm happy that you're moving back here to the States. I love you.
Hey Shawnee, it's your baby sister Rakita. Just wanted to say hello and congratulations on your retirement. It only gets better. I love you, brother. I look forward to having big fun, spending more time with you and T, being able to go and do some vacations together. Happy retirement. I love you.
I love you, Sean, and I miss you so much, and I can't wait for you to be closer so we can be even closer. I'm just so proud of you. I can't even describe how proud of you I am. So, I love you. I'll see you soon.
Hi, baby. This is your mom, and boy, it is so hard to imagine that my baby boy is retiring. Boy, I sure wish your dad was here. I'm not good at this, but I've just been so proud of you and all of your accomplishments. I can remember the day that you told me that you were going into the Air Force. I was probably mad enough to kill a dead stump, but you assured me that everything was going to be fine. Didn't feel like it right then. And I remember when you were leaving, the scene at the bus station was just like a scene from The Color Purple. That's basically all I want to say. I love you so much. I wish you luck in everything that you're going to do from here on out, because I know it's going to be something spectacular, but you're just a spectacular young man. I love you good, sweetheart.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Master Sergeant Retired, Sean O. Harris. Sir, the floor is yours.
Sergeant, thank you so much for being here. Chief Simmons, okay. Colonel Edwards, Chief Hudson, Major, all these people, friends, thank you for being here. Tony and Steph, I'm sorry, sir, excuse me. Chief Master Sergeant, Commander, no. Tony, it's an honor. You flew in from Aviana with your lovely wife and sister. Thank you so much for being here. Man, that's been lovely. She flew in from Florida, and I didn't have to put in on it. She flew all the way in from Florida. Thank you for allowing me to be myself. I'm your man. Thank you so much. And sometimes being myself, it's kind of hard to deal with sometimes. I get it. But you allow that. Thank you so much. As in for you, Tuesday Christian Johnson, this would not happen. This would not have happened without you two. And I appreciate you so much. And I know I keep saying it over and over and over that I don't know how else to express it besides words. I love you both. It would not have happened. Chief, thank you for being clean. Thank you for your mentorship all throughout the years. For you guys don't know, when Chief came to our unit at the NCO Academy, I was a master sergeant I was a tech. Was I a tech at the time? I was a tech at like 29 years or something. I was a tech sergeant. I've been in like 17 and a half years, and Chief was like 12 years old. I'm glad that I did not close the door and think that I couldn't get anything from you. Because your leadership and mentorship and tutelage and everything has been so great. So I thank you for that. To this lady in red, my mom. You know, a lot of people ask me about why would you have your retirement ceremony on a Tuesday? That's just stupid. But I tell you what, 42 years ago today, all right, 42 years ago today, my mom married the most amazing man in the whole wide world. June 2nd, 1973. I wish you could be here today to share this day with me. So that's why I picked this day, because he was awesome. He was an awesome man. Short, fat man with a lip. But he got into a go-kart accident as a kid. Had to have surgery, both of his hips replaced and everything. So he had a permanent limp. But that man loved himself. And what I mean by that is, he taught me to love who I am. And this is what God gave you. Be the best at what God gave you, because God don't make mistakes. And I miss him so much. But I always got him with me. I got something for you today. You ready? I got a couple things for you. First, just some flowers. They're nice. Here's a bag. And Chief, can you read something, please?
You gave to us your son. You held him as an infant, hugged him as a boy, and through the years he became your greatest pride and joy. You love him more than words can say, his life more precious than your own. But gone are the whims and notions of the little boy you've known. For the years passed so quickly since the time it all began, and then he stood before you with the conviction of a man. He chose to serve his country, he stated aloud with pride, as you fought all the emotions you were feeling deep inside. A union of uncertain fear, which you could not control, and the allegiance which lies deep within your patriotic soul. You trusted your years of guidance would be a strong foundation as he performed the duties requested from his beloved nation. God guided him as he traveled to the places our soldiers have bled, and walked with him through pathways where those heroes' feet have tread. Oh, sweet land of liberty, humbly you gave to her your son. She gratefully returns him safely home, for his duty is now done.
About 3 months ago, I ran into this dude. He was a student of mine, and he now is going to be a chief master sergeant. And we got to talking, and he was so happy to see me. He hugged me. Hey, Sergeant Harris, how you doing? He introduced me to the other friends that he was traveling with. He said, man, this dude made such a big difference in my life, and yada, yada, yada. And he hugged me. He said, so what's going on with you? I said, I'm retiring in about 3 months. He said, really? You're not going for chief? I said, well, I was going for senior. I didn't get it. He said, did you ever think that your career would have been more successful than that? And at first I didn't know how to answer it. I'm going somewhere with this. But when I look at these 3 ladies right here, this is success. I've done it. Well, I've done it right with this lady right here. We've raised 3 beautiful girls. Success is not measured by what you got on your sleeves. Sometimes you have to really look deep into yourself to realize that. What is your success? So I got something from my 3 ladies here. I wanted to pick up something with you guys because all throughout your lives, throughout your military lives, you followed me everywhere. And you put so much time into this military career that I wouldn't have it without you guys. So I just picked up something just to symbolize the time that you guys spent with me and for loving me and for making me a better person and a better father. And I think because of the love that you guys gave me, you guys made me a better leader when it comes to dealing with my people. So thank you for that. And for you too, I think, Cadet Harris. I was hoping I could hang on to be in and give my daughter her first salute. And she'll commission as an acquisitions officer at LA Air Force Base in December. I just couldn't quite hold on long enough. But I'm so very proud of you. You were such a good role model for yourself. Good role model for me. I love all 3 of you so much. You better not cry, don't make me cry. Because I'll cry, I ain't no fun. We've been here for like, I don't think it's 3-4 years. No, it's been a long time, but I love you so much. We don't always see eye to eye, because my eyes are kind of blurry sometimes. Like I'm stuck, I'm who I am, and that's just that I've loved you so long. I continue to love you. Where do we go from here? Who knows? But it's only God knows. But it's limitless. With God in our lives, we're going to do great things. We keep them out. It's crazy. I've had girls for so long. As soon as that doesn't go, I'm waking up in the morning, I ain't going to put on no girl. I'm a teacher, so when I think of no regrets, I have to put it in a way that I understand it better so that I can better help other people. When I talk about no regrets, again, never compromise your integrity. If you if you see something that you think is not right, stand up for it. Stand up for what is right. Do not compromise your integrity wherever. Now, I will tell you, you're going to piss a lot of people off. But it's okay, because you're the one that has to wake up in the morning and look at yourself in the mirror. And the O means own up to your mistakes, because you're going to make them. And the good thing about it is God gives you a whole bunch of chances to keep making mistakes. But own up and own your mistakes. If you own your mistakes, what that does is it builds credibility with your people around you. You can't think that you're better than anybody else. The R means remember that you didn't get to where you are by yourself. Regardless of who you are, whether you're a person retiring as a tech sergeant, master sergeant, whether you're a chief with no family, even as a chief, you didn't get there by yourself. Remember that you need other people to be there. And the E, you need to encourage those around you. Encourage those folks around you in your everyday lives. Airmen, encourage your leaders. Leaders encourage your airmen. Staff sergeants, encourage your peers. Whoever you are, if you talk about 360-degree leadership, it's about 360-degree loving. Love up, love down, love across the spectrum. It is so important that we take the time to just love and care for one another. Where am I at? G. Thank you, baby. That's why she's in college. G. Give more than you expect to get out of this world. Give. If you continue to give, I've never heard of a couple divorcing because they tried to outgive each other, or outlove each other, or outdo each other. They don't break up because of that. So give more than you can get. R, reward people for the things that they do. T, tell those around you that you love them. Because sometimes you get so busy in your everyday lives that you, what did I say? The reward. See, she's in college too. And you're in college too. And what did I say? I said elevate those people who work for you. Elevate those people. And also remember, tell those folks around you that you love them. You can get so busy doing things that your work takes over. You can't. You can get so busy doing things that your work takes over your lives. And I know I've been home. Remember I came home before 6 that time? Yeah, so that one time. But most of the time we're so busy that we take our loved ones for granted. And you cannot do that. And also spend that time that you need getting to know everybody around you. Because like she said, from General Welch, everybody has a story. Spend that time getting to know what that story is. I was not ready to go. I'll let you guys know right now. I'm not ready to leave this lovely Air Force. But the Air Force is ready for me to go. So I know God has something planned better for me on the other side. Finally, my mom tells me, she's going to be so good at everything that you do. She told me the other day, and my biggest fear is, I got to the point where I think I was good at this. I wasn't good at emotion. Okay, let's go with that. I was good at taking care of people. Because like the creed said, by God's people, everybody's our business. As a first sergeant, my first sergeant brother, what we do is a hard job. It is. But we all love what we do. It's great to be a first sergeant. But for those people who are not wearing the diamond, I tell Sergeant Jones this all the time. Every one of you should be first sergeants. Every one of you should be the first sergeant that your airman comes looking for. the first sergeant that they come to talk to when they're having something that is on their mind. If every one of us are first sergeants, then people won't have to run to diamonds as much. So take care of people, take care of each other. I didn't even cry. Did you guys notice that? Everybody said I was going to cry. I didn't cry. My eyes started to swim. But I did not cry. But this to me is love. It is. The fact that you guys took the time out, Resiliency Day, everybody joins family. Give it up. Yeah, took the time out from Resiliency Day to come out and see me. Leadership, friends, peers, kids. I'm happy and sad. I just got so much, all these memories. Y'all thought I was going to sing, didn't you? Everybody thought I was. And I'm not yet. Because that's all I do. Everybody remembers me for just walking down the hall singing. Because I was too good to be like that. My baby told me just to live the way you want to be remembered. That's what she was talking about. You see somebody without a smile giving you and all these little nice little things. My babies are all wise beyond their years. Have I get to spend the next 15 days at a job before I have to find a job. I'm so excited. I don't know what I'm doing. I love you guys, and I'm going to take all these memories to be the sunshine after the rain. So hard to say goodbye again. Did y'all like that? Yeah, thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude today's ceremony. On behalf of Master Sergeant Harris, retired, thank you for joining us today. There will be a reception at the back of the room following the ceremony. And if you could, please stay standing for the departure of the honor party, the official party, and playing of the Air Force song.
Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, soon to meet our thunder. At our boys, give her the gun. Give her the gun! Down we dive, starting flames from under. Off with one hell of a roar. We live in fame, go down in flames. Hey! Like we sought the U.S. Air Force.
No clapping. Ever. Never? Never. Don't do it. Never. Do it. Don't do it. Take care.